Hey everyone, thanks for watching. In today's video, I will be showing y'all some inexpensive bedroom makeover ideas. So when we moved into our house, we did put all of our energy into redoing every other room in the house except our bedroom. We did save that for last. So over time, it did become a cluttered mess. So I am kind of embarrassed to show y'all the before, but I wanted to show y'all how effective these ideas are in redoing an entire space. It completely changes the vibe and everything. So this is how it looked before. Like I said, when we moved in, we really just left it how it was and everything just cluttered up in there. It was something I was postponing for the longest time, but now I have spent some time into redoing it and I love how it looks. It was super inexpensive to completely transform this space, so I did want to show y'all some tips. So tip number one is to come up with a theme for your room. So this can be anything from wanting a vintage style room, a modern style, minimalist. So you kind of want to pinpoint what type of style you like. The way that I like to do this is to go on Pinterest and just kind of see what catches my eye. They have lots of different themes from bohemian to barnhouse, everything like that. I just started pinning things that I liked, and then when I went back to the board and saw everything together, it kind of gave me an idea of what it is that I tend to go towards, and I realized it was the neutral, plain but clean. What I like to use as my inspo personally are hotel rooms. So that probably sounds kind of crazy, but I feel like hotels do have great taste, so I like to get lots of my inspiration from there. It definitely helps to have kind of a theme or a color scheme in mind to help you when you're shopping and when you are making your original plans for redoing your space. Tip number two would be to repaint. This is an inexpensive way to completely transform a space. They do have little charts that you can follow. I liked this because I wanted the color of the walls to be very relaxing. I went with a gray color. Gray is my favorite color. I went with a lighter gray. They say lighter colors in the room does open it up and make it appear a little bigger. Also, I feel like going with the lighter shade of gray, I could incorporate lots of dark decor, or if I am feeling a change of mood, I can change everything to white. So I wanted to go with a really neutral color that would really match any type of theme. If you live somewhere where you rent, there are other options, some things that aren't permanent. You can use wall adhesives or things like that. Maybe make an accent wall. When I used to rent an apartment, I hung curtains across an entire wall and it added an accent and a little bit of depth to the wall, so I didn't have to add as much art and decor in there because I did have that one big accent wall. So tip number three would be to add curtains into your room. So this is kind of an obvious one. If you have a window, you most likely have a curtain over it, but I feel like a curtain adds a really nice touch to the room. You can get curtains very inexpensive online. I also have a video showing you how to make a DIY curtain holder. It's really inexpensive. Sometimes curtains can be pretty pricey, and the curtain rod, so this DIY definitely saves you money in that aspect. Also, I personally have a sheer and a blackout curtain. I really like not only the look of this in my room, but I like the functionality of it. I love how during the day I could have it open, and as you can see, it's nice and bright in my room, but at night I like to close it and have the blackout curtain. First of all, if I'm in my room and the light is on, I don't want people to be able to see outside. Kind of weirds me out. And then the second reason is the more obvious one. In the morning, I do not like to wake up with the bright sun in my eyes. I like it to be really dark. Also, if I'm sick, I like to have them all closed. I watch movies in here and it's really dark. It looks like nighttime, so I cannot live without blackout curtains. It definitely adds a nice little aesthetic to the room. Also, a tip with hanging your curtains, you want to hang them, as they say, high and wide. And what this means is if your window is on the smaller side, you want to hang your curtains as high as possible. I have them almost all the way up to the ceiling. I'm going to show you now. The reason you want to go all the way up is because it makes these ceilings appear higher. wires. So this is just a little tip when you do go to buy your curtains to keep in mind. The next thing that I just have to have in my room, and what also transforms this space completely, is having a accent rug. So if you already have carpet in your room, I would always get an accent rug anyway, just because I love the look of it. But personally in my room, I have tiles, so it's really cold when you put your feet down. So I do have a large accent rug under my bed. I never noticed how much it transformed the space until I changed the rug. I had a really busy floral rug, and I had it in here just because it was an extra rug that I had, but I ended up moving that rug into another room, so I had to get a new one for my room, and I got one that matches the theme that I'm going for. So it has those gray tones in it, and I didn't notice, like I said, how much it transformed the room until I got the new rug, and I just love how it looks. It also gives it more of a comfortable, homely feel, which is definitely something you want for your bedroom. There are lots of different websites online. Overstock has them, Amazon, Walmart, Carpet USA, I believe it's called, Target, Home Goods, anything like that will have really nice rugs. I do recommend price matching them because rugs can be pretty pricey, so I definitely did a lot of research before I purchased this one. The next tip is to have a large mirror in your room. So they sell these at all types of stores. I also have a few DIYs on my channel for mirrors, but this one specifically I got from Home Goods. I wanted a really oversized mirror because mirrors do open up the room. It makes them appear larger. I wanted it to be tall enough to be able to see my entire outfit when I get ready. I feel like it ties the room together perfectly. Also, another tip would be to hide your wires as much as possible. I absolutely hate the look of wires hanging from the TV or anything like that. My boyfriend just had to have his speakers in here, but there are wires all across the top of the room. It drove me nuts. We did find a solution for this. It is to use these little wire covers. They're very inexpensive from the hardware store, and I absolutely love how it looks. The next tip is spray paint is your best friend. If you are redoing your room and you already have some pieces that you can use, or if you go to the Goodwill or Dollar Tree and you pick up some pieces for your room but it doesn't match, you can always just buy a bottle of spray paint and spray paint everything to match the theme of your room. Anything from the mirror to your lamps, you can just spray paint anything to match. My next tip would be to keep your bedroom clutter free. Finding a place for everything, getting rid of things that I never use. Like you saw in my garage sale video, I got rid of a lot of things in my house. Before you redo your room, maybe when you go to paint it and you go to pull everything out, you can look through each thing and just try to get rid of as much as you can. This will not only reduce the clutter, but it will help with the mood of the room. So just having a place for everything, getting organization bins, which they sell at the Dollar Tree, really helps. I just like to have the things that I always use in my room, but other than that, I don't like to have anything extra cluttered up in here because I like it to be a really relaxing space. And my last tip is to DIY as much as you can. As you can see on my channel, most of my DIYs are things for your house. It is really inexpensive to just make things for your room rather than going out and trying to buy nice decorations. As far as stuff to hang up on the wall, the bench that I am sitting on right now, I couldn't find the perfect chair that would fit the space. It was not only cheaper, but it was better because I could custom make it to the size that I wanted, the color that I wanted. I do have a few things in my room that I actually did buy and not make, surprisingly, so I will be showing y'all a few of those. I like to use Amazon for most of my stuff. Also, AliExpress has really nice stuff. You just have to wait a little while for their shipping, but it is definitely worth it. I have never gotten anything that I haven't liked. And then also Michael's is a great place to get home decor. They do have a pretty large section of home decorations, and I like to wait until it goes on sale. It's almost always on sale when I go there. I got this piece which hangs up on the wall, but I just have it on top of a speaker, and then this piece I also got from Michael's as well, both of them on a big sale, so I think they were like 60% off. Now I just have a couple other tips of what I like personally in my bedroom. So the first thing would be to have Himalayan salt rock lamps. These have lots of different benefits, so I will list them on here in case you were interested. In my bedroom particularly, I have 3 of them, so I love not only the benefits of them, but I love how they look at night when I just want a little bit of light. Also, I love the look of 2 lamps on either side of your bed. Not only does it look pretty because it's symmetrical, but it is useful as well. If I'm reading or working or in my room at night night and I don't want it to be the bright overhead light that's my main light in my room, I will just put on a lamp. It's the perfect lighting. And my last tip would be to use essential oil. So I love using essential oil because there's different oils for different things. So I personally like lavender and tea tree oil. As I'm falling asleep, I will use the lavender scent and this will help me with falling asleep. Also, I like to use the tea tree oil one when I am cleaning my room because this one will clean the air as you are cleaning. So I really love not only the smell but the purpose of this one. Definitely check essential oils. They have ones that are good for when you're sick, have sinuses, anything like that. They have all different types. So that is all for my room transformation on a budget. If you have any tips of your own, definitely leave them down below in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.